From Kids One, from 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Everybody, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Wishing you and yours a Merry Christmas, yeah. It's about that time of year. I gotta start warming up on these. That was my own arrangement on there. Okay, what's good, everybody? You are tuned in to Into Music. This is another segment. If this is your first time, welcome in. If you've been here before, if you've seen me and you listen to some of my content, I thank you. I go by the one-man entertainer and, of course, a DJ for all your entertainment needs. Anyway, booking agencies can be to your advantage, and they can kind of have you a little disappointed sometimes. But I'm going to get into the red flags of booking agencies and talent agencies, whatever you call them. I just want to say, if you can get your own gigs, get them. However you're getting your gigs, keep getting them that way. Booking agencies are a little bit different these days than it was back in the days when I was in my early playing stages, when I played with bands. Now I'm a solo artist, and I entertain and do what I can as best I can when people call. But I'll get into a little bit of how I've done things and my experience with booking agencies, and we're gonna look at some. We're gonna look at some actual feedback from other people. It's because I don't want you to think I'm just some misfortunate accident, or I'm just complaining and having something to gripe about, because I'm not. I get my gigs on my own. I work, and I'm not really hurting for any money. I mean, always money is good to have, but I'm not trying to, every time you look around, I'm trying to see where I can get a gig from. But before I get going, I got to take a sip of some of my world famous sangria. Sangria don't have a crazy bite like drinking wine. Wine will give me too much of a buzz, and then I'll be, it'll go left. Oh yeah. I got to get another one of that just so I can carry on. Before I get going, here's what I'm going to do. Now, when I first had my experience with booking agents, I've always had a manager as well. We had a manager. And when I say we, it was a band. I was with a band. This booking agencies, they would get us the gigs, and we'd go play them. Sometimes they'd be some good gigs. Sometimes they can be like, what are we doing here? One experience is one booking agency got us a gig up. We was in Alberta, Canada. If you don't know what Alberta, Canada is, just look on the map and you will see the province of Alberta. We did gigs all the way from Bonneville all the way up to Grand Cache. This is getting close to to the North Pole. Grand Cache, you can't get no closer than that. But we were in country western rock and roll bars. I'll tell you some of the places. We was in Bonneville. We was in High Prairie. We was in Wetaskiwin. We was in Fox Creek, Grand Prairie, and we went all the way up to Grand Cache, where they do mining. They did coal mining up there. But every place we went to, we would load in, and the cowboys would be looking at us like we were from another planet, and looked like they wanted to just come up and bust us in the head with one of their beer bottles. We was in there playing our R&B and funk music, and they be looking and they be yelling out, play some Bob Seger, play some Pink Floyd, play some. By the end of the week, believe it or not, they would be loving us. It was crazy. And the one song that made us get the most love was Kool and the Gang's Celebration. For some reason, they loved that song, and by the end of the week, everybody in town would be packed in this club, and we'd be friends with everybody. The police is our friend, the cowboys, bull riders, and people who own farms. And anyway, let's get on to the subject at hand, and this will be talent agencies, the red flags of talent agencies and booking agencies. Let's get into it. Okay, I was just giving you my story, but I'm going to switch screens, and I hope we're there. Anyway, these days, booking agencies, they tend to send you leads versus doing the work and having rapport with the clubs that they're going to send you to. Whether or not the club owner is going to like you the most, it's just a crapshoot. But you wouldn't have to wait for phone calls and wait for leads like you do today. And we're going to talk about a lot of that because booking agencies, they seem to have taken a new turn for us trying to really help artists get gigs. That's what they used to do, and they would get paid for it, and they would get their commission. But now they want their commission up front, and you pay them every 3 months. First of all, this is what booking agencies do now. And as you can see, I scratched out the names of the booking agencies that does this. And I don't want to get sued for slander. Okay, as you can see here, they got a starter, which is free. They got a pro, which is $139 for 3 months. That's the one I did. Excuse me, tell you all about it. Then they got the featured. This one, you'll see your photo in your account, whatever they call it, right away when you use the pro or the featured. The pro, different things will happen, but let's just go through a few of them. State of free. Fewest leads, 5% booking fee, lower visibility, no phone numbers and until booking, stuff like that. No leads and insights and stuff like that, up to 2 categories. A deposit of up to $500 is what you can get from the client, whoever calls you. Anyway, we'll move on to the one that I was at. Average of 16 or more leads. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. 2.5% booking fee, high visibility. You will see yourself at some point if you keep scrolling. Helpful lead insights, things like that. We'll talk about that too. And the featured one is the one where you get more leads than anybody else. You get same booking fee and all that. High visibility means that Soon as when they go to a category with you in it, your picture will be one of the first ones people see. Okay, got that. The only thing about this is the leads that they send you. Okay, let's bring this back down. Oops, no, I don't want that. The leads that you do get, we'll let the customers tell you about them. Okay, reviews revealed mixed experiences with complaints from artists about fake leads and difficult clients, while event planners have a more positive view of the service. Okay, which is what they do. If you're an event planner, if you're a wedding planner, a corporate event planner, or some big event, and you're calling to get a band from them, they'll tend to give you better service than an artist calling in trying to get booked for gigs, because see, they already have the gig set up. All they need is a band to come through, so they get a little bit better service than you, which is, I guess, that's just business. Okay, the platform is not accredited. I'm sorry. The platform is not accredited by the Better Business Bureau. Okay, this is this booking agency I was with. They're not accredited with the Better Business Bureau, so they basically can treat you like crap and won't nothing really get done about it. Okay, and has received scam complaints. Though the company itself provides resources to help users avoid fraud. Yeah, everybody say that, but you can't avoid fraud, because fraud is always be there, and this is the thing that happens with some of their leads, and we're going to get into what some of their leads is about right here on this next one. Low quality leads. Wow. Numerous entertainers and vendors report receiving leads from price shoppers and unresponsive clients who do not follow through on booking requests. Some speculate that the booking agent may send fake leads to paid members to justify the subscription fee. Oh my goodness, that happened to me. Okay, they'll send you leads out, but those leads, I'm gonna tell you about them. Okay, you pay this, I was paying this every 3 months. And trust me, you're not gonna get no leads, no good leads within the first 3 months. You might get some leads coming more after they done got you for the first 3 months. You stick around, and they're going to keep doing things to bait you in. Like, they'll send you a lead, and by the time you respond to the lead and try to see if you can get in touch with the person who's putting on the event, it seems like it's just something to keep you hanging on. And then they'll send you about 3 of these leads a week. This agency wouldn't contact the person for you. It was up to you to send your information to the people, and if they want you, they'll get back to you, which I did get a customer to get back to me, and I got a gig from it. 1 gig. The booking agent never called up to follow up with me saying, how was the guy? Was he all right? Was the person good to you? Would you want to play for him again if they sent the lead in? So if you get a gig, it won't be because of this booking agency here. And that's a shame. They don't come out to see you. You pay a fee, and they'll make it look like they're giving you leads. And if you don't get those leads, then that's not their fault. I really don't like it. Okay, let's go to the next one. Unfruitful paid memberships. Okay, several performers who paid for featured, which is the one I showed you, which is right here, the featured one, and that's a little bit more money, or upgraded membership, claimed that they receive an increased number of inquiries, but no meaningful increase in actual paying gigs. They're saying the same thing. You pay more money, and then they start sending you a few more leads, but those leads are never fruitful. They never turn into anything. However, like I said, however you getting your gigs, keep getting them that way. I'm gonna move on to my second page. Let me see. And as you can see, I blacked out the name of the of the booking agency because, like I said, I don't want. Let's go with this. Okay, this is from Reddit. Okay, users complain that getting gigs through platforms like this agency, oops, and that booking agency, there was two of them there, can be difficult due to low paying offers, a lack of replies from venues, and algorithmic challenges that favor established performers and certain types of gigs. If you got a guy that's juggling bowling pins for children's parties, or people that put on a suit and dance around for the child, they might get more gigs than you, and the booking agency might like them better than the artist because every month is some child's birthday, or every day is some child's birthday. So a guy that can juggle and blow up balloons and turn them into animals, things like that. Okay, for those trying to book directly, common complaints include cold responses from booking agents. Sometimes I get it in me to call a booking agency because I want to see if I can get me a lounge to play sometime. I want to get a hotel lounge. I have a happy hour or some restaurant that likes live entertainment, have buffets on Sundays and things like that. You try to get a response from a booking agency and they won't even call you back. You have to keep calling them. You have to try to get the email to email them your video clips, some photos. Okay, and these are some of the red flags of the booking agency. They will not respond to a cold response. Like if you're new to them, they're used to, they want to stick with the acts that make them money when they don't realize that sometimes when they change up, they might come across somebody that's really likable. Anyway, I'm going to keep moving. I'm not going to talk too much on that. Let's go back up here. Lack of interest from the venues and challenges. The challenge of breaking into an established scene with an existing bias, meaning they already like somebody else and you just trying to break in, they're going to just overlook you. So sometimes you got to be a little daring and just try, and then you got to try a little harder, and you got to get past the rejection, being able to take rejection. Other than that, everybody, it's been nice talking to you all. I'm going to close out. Like I said, if this is your first time joining me, and or your second time even, I appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. You have been with another segment of Into Music. I am your host, the one-man entertainer and DJ. Hope that I get some subscribers. I'm trying to switch screens now. Looking at this camera and it'll be like I'm looking at that screen. Anyway, thank you for tuning in to another segment of Into Music. And I hope to see you again in the near future. Please leave me a thumbs up. Let me know what might have happened to you with booking agencies. Have you had good experiences? Is it something you can share to get a better response from a booking agency or something like that? Just put down whether or not you want to talk about this or talk about that. I'll be glad to bring it up in the next segment. And do take care of yourself, ladies and gentlemen. I shall talk to you another day in time.